I'd like to call to order Greenwood Advisory Planning Commission for Monday, November 25th, 2024 at 7 p.m. and we'll start. First thing we have is approval of minutes. We have a motion by Ms. Stambaugh.
I'll second that.
We have a second by Mr. Probst. All in favor, please show by raising a hand.
I abstain.
All opposed, same sign. Vote is 8 in favor, 0 against, with 1 abstention. Special requests and continuances. Understand PC 2024-060, the Center Grove zone map change, is being requested for a continuance.
Mr. President, members of the Planning Commission, good evening. My name is Brian Toohey. My address is 50 South Meridian. I'm here representing the petitioner of Lennar Homes of Indiana, Inc. Thank you for considering our petition for a continuance. We respectfully request that this hearing be continued to your December 9th hearing for a couple of reasons. One is we've been working diligently with planning staff here in Greenwood to come up with a planned unit development amendment to an existing planned unit development that planning staff is comfortable with. And what the main criteria that's changed is the planned unit development that you approved back in 2023 had a fairly large component of rental homes as part of the planned unit development. This proposal would eliminate rental homes, and these would be for sale homes and townhomes. And in order to get the development standards right, the architectural standards right, we've been working pretty closely with Mr. Nelson, Mr. Talati, and other members of the planning staff and Town of City of Greenwood. And we think we're very close, but we are pretty certain we will be finished and have a mutually agreed upon document to present to you by December 9th. The second reason is the gentleman who was actually handling this for Lennar, Mr. Tony Pagato, recently, just last Friday, left Lennar, and so they've got people that backfill that, but they just need to get caught up to speed. So for those reasons, we respectfully ask to move this to your December 9th hearing. Answer questions.
Does anybody have any questions about the topic?
Question, did you increase the acreage on the project, or it's the same acreage as original?
Slight increase, I think about 10 acres, mainly to accommodate some connection to the Honey Creek development right to the south, and to add some common area and some drainage area, I believe.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Not, need a motion one way or other on this continuance. Ms. Walker? Motion by Mr. Walker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Price. Any last comments or anything? Seeing none, all those in favor, please show by raising a hand. All opposed, same sign. We have continuance to December 9th.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a pleasant Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to move on to old business. PC 2024-022 Panda Express. This is a public hearing. As such, we'll have 15 minutes for the petitioner. That'll be followed by up to 15 minutes for any remonstrators. That'll be followed by a 5-minute rebuttal period by the petitioner, and then a 5-minute period for the remonstrators for any closing remarks. We have a presenter present.
Yes, Lainey Cowden here with Heights Center Architects. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. As I said,
Hearing anybody going to speak will need to be sworn in.
myself will be the primary, and then I do have Tim Shoemaker here. He's part of our civil team. Just in case there are any civil-related questions that might come up, he would probably be the best to answer those if he's able to be sworn in.
Okay, we'll swear both of you in.
Please.
Okay.
Look, he's called in. I can't see him.
Speak this.
Yeah, Mr.
Tim, are
Shoemaker.
you able to turn your...
Mr. Shoemaker,
Oh,
visible.
I'm on my cell phone for audio and my computer to see you guys. See if I can turn on the camera here. Where's the camera option? Video.
Hello, welcome. We see you.
Oh, you do?
That's not you.
Did the camera come on?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, hang on. Maybe it's this thing.
there
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that.
Welcome. Okay. Can we swear anybody in who plans to speak on this topic tonight?
Do you swear with this perjury and testimony to your best your knowledge?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead and lead on.
Yes, we're continuing. We came in a couple months ago and we've had to do a few continuances just to work through our primary plat on this project, working closely with the Planning and Zoning Department, also with the third-party reviewer Commonwealth to then come to the final plans that we had in our tech review on the 13th and received staff backing and approval during that meeting. Since the call, or I guess since our last hearing, when this was initially brought to the Planning Commission for review, we have made some drainage updates to the site. No changes to our parking, no changes to the building footprint or the location on the site. No changes to our access points on the site. Really, we were just kind of working with stormwater and drainage to bring that up to the city's standards and needs as we are carving out this site from an existing JCPenney's parking lot, part of the Greenwood Mall off of US 31. Tim, anything you would like to add just in those updates that we've made over the last couple months that we've been working with?
No, just that staff identified this as an area that needed stormwater above and beyond the technical code requirements, and we didn't fight that. We went ahead and provided it.
Thank you. Are we needing to provide any further information on it? I know this one's kind of been on the old business for a couple months now as we've been working through those final drainage and stormwater related items with the planning department.
We'll just keep them on. Because that'll be the next time. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't believe so. We've just been working with planning to make sure that we are bringing a usable and safe site to creation. This is our primary plat that we're working through, so we are just continuing our efforts to then proceed into secondary plat once approved.
Thank you.
So just some comments from planning staff. They did continue this quite a while ago to work with stormwater engineering and planning. At this time, they've addressed all of our concerns. We will still be working with them on the commercial site plan to talk site-specific details, but really this is a kind of a primary replat of an existing lot that is the JCPenney lot that they are now subdividing to include this Panda Express. So there's not a whole lot of items like you would have with a brand new plat. This was an already established plat that they're now replatting to add additional lots, something that we are happy to see happen in this area. Staff has no concerns. They do also on this agenda later on request waivers. Staff is not prepared to go forward with the landscaping waiver at this time. So we had made a note on the report that we had sent that we were only considering the private street waiver, not the landscaping waiver. Staff would like to have that waiver, if needed, come during the commercial site plan when we are further into the review of the site to truly determine if it's necessary. However, the waiver that we'll come to later is to not have access from a public road. All of the roads in the mall area are private, and we do not feel like it is necessary for them to construct a public road or dedicate roadway to the public to reach their site. So we are supportive of that waiver when it comes up. Since it is a part of the plat, I'm mentioning it now. Old business comes before new business. However, in this case, I wish it was different.
Understood. Any questions, Commissioner?
Paul, what's the water quality you talked about? That's going to be under, are they talking about the water that, like, stormwater, is that what it's talking about?
Yeah, they're providing stormwater detention underground. And then there's a water quality device that they're using also for that portion of it. Yeah, initially they weren't providing the detention, but then they did redesign it.
So it's a BMP to go with,
There's a BMP along with the detention.
and this is then currently asphalted
Out there,
parking lot south of Penn.
Yeah. by the water.
Mexican place.
Well, I was going to say GG's, but that's
Used to
Yes.
it.
all the time.
It's the hard corner that everybody cuts across all the parking spots instead of sticking to the road. That's it.
Just to add to this, part of what will be nice is they will be putting in actual curbs and some open space or green space to the site. So that in
Oh, that's
itself
nice.
will help with people cutting through the parking lot.
It'll lower the speed limit on some of the cars. If there's nothing else, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve the proposed primary plat of Panda Park Commercial Subdivision submitted by Heights Venture Architecture and Design on behalf of Panda Express, docket PC 2024-022. Subject to the technical review committee condition that all staff comments are addressed because the primary plat upon meeting the condition complies with Unified Development Ordinance subdivision standards and to direct the president to sign on the commission's behalf the notice of determination and written findings regarding the approval of the primary plat as prepared by the planning director.
We have a motion by Mr. King. Is there a second? Second. Second by Mr. Walker. Any last questions, comments before we move to a vote?